we're going to take a turn into some home tours. And while I'm talking about what these home tours are, if you'd like to go see any of these homes yourselves, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and fill out the form. And I'd happily go take you on a tour of any of these 3 homes or any other home here in the Greater Lafayette area that interests you. But when we do these home tours, I always have some sort of theme. I always try to have some sort of theme that ties them together. There are nights where I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what ties them together, but I just thought they were cool homes, and that's what ties them together. But tonight there is a theme, and these are 3 Southside homes. And I was actually thinking as I went through the inventory of homes that I wanted to talk about, what should I talk about? What's always fun to talk about the $1 million homes, because those are cool to look at. They're fun. Now, obviously, not everybody can buy them, but they do make for fun conversation. So as I was going through, there are no new $1 million homes on the market. The ones that have been sitting on the market have been on the market for a while in most cases now, and we've looked at a good number of them. We talk a lot about walkable to Purdue, and that is indeed important and something for a concern of a lot of our audience, something that's close to Purdue, whether that's walkable or bus, although bus is what it is these days. Close to Columbian Park is one of my favorites, with a pool, with land, lake life, all these sorts of things. Then I realized, you know what? For all the tours that we have done, I have never done one that is homes on the south side of Lafayette. That is bad on me, because the south side of Lafayette is really the developing side of the area. Yes, we've been talking a lot about West Lafayette and SK Hynix and all the development that's happening there, and some development is maybe not going to shift over that way, but also go in tandem and parallel with the south side. So I thought, let's look at some homes on the south side, just as our theme. And the south side is really a really large area. Where do you draw the line? Is it south of 26? That's probably not. That's downtown, Columbian Park. Do you draw it at Ortman? Do you draw it at Veterans Memorial? I'm not worried about exactly where we're drawing it. Just south side is where I'm leaving it at right now. So let's go check these out. 3 homes on the south side of Lafayette, and we begin with this one, 1007 Waterstone Drive. And I just got done talking about what does Southside mean. So let's place this one on the map for what Southside means in this particular case. So this one is basically as close to Veterans Memorial Parkway as you can get and still be in a neighborhood. Not quite sure that was a great flowing thought, but there you go. Veterans Memorial Parkway here. So for those that have been around for a while, you might know it better as 350 South. That is 3.5 miles south of the zero line, which is 26, going through the middle of Lafayette. So it's exactly 3.5 miles down 9th Street or 18th Street from 26. You can see Veterans Memorial Parkway. It's literally 1 block off of Veterans Memorial. The Southside Walmart is over here. Over here. The Southside Meijer is going to be over here. All sorts of shopping and dining here along Veterans Memorial. And we'll just zoom out just a touch here. It is super close to Purdue University because a 2-minute blast down to 231. And you can zip into either River Road to get to the east side of campus or over here to the west side of campus. It's a 10-15 minute drive into Purdue University. So you get the growing south side while also getting connection to the rest of town. This one, as I said, 1007 Waterstone Drive in Lafayette. This is 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,350 square feet on 1/3 of an acre. It was built in 1999. So it's about 26 years old. Lovely established trees there in the front, moving into the vaulted ceiling living room. And yeah, you can definitely tell that it is a product of its time. You got the blonde wood and the carpet. You got the honey oak cabinets. I think the cabinets actually and countertops, maybe they haven't been upgraded. Kitchen with the island. And so this was before the rage of all the great rooms. So it's next door, but it's not all just one gigantic room. The kitchen is eat-in with the fireplace there. There is the dining room with tray ceilings and the hardwood floors. Again, the vaulted ceiling, lots of airy light. And we start moving into the bedrooms. Of course, start with the ensuite there. You can see the bath. It is the garden, is the Jetta, sorry, not garden, is the jetted tub. We haven't quite gotten to garden tub size yet, but still has the separate shower stall. Though that kind of ostentatious bathtub came along just a handful of years later, 5, maybe up to 10 years later there. You got the obligatory shelf for things to catch dust up there. Head downstairs where you got your office or gym set up. You have a bar. I guess you can call it a wet bar because it backs onto the bathroom. Presented without commentary. I always giggle at these. Look at that shower sauna. That is quite something there. Lovely, lovely backyard. Enough room to get out and play and let the kids have a swing set and without having to mow too much. Brand new Trex decking out there. Corner lot. So you feel like you have a little more elbow room than your typical lot. So that is 1007 Waterstone Drive on the south side of Lafayette. 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,350 square feet on a third of an acre, currently listed for $525,000. If you'd like to go check that one out, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go check out a cool Southside home together. Everybody doing all right? All right. Sorry about that. Moving on with our home tours of homes on the south side of Lafayette. Next up, we're going to look at 3905 Rush Grove Drive in Lafayette. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. Let's place this one on the map. It's really not that far, just a little to the east of where we were just at. There we go. So we were just over here on Waterstone. I don't have my annotations up. Stand by. I need to fix that. I forgot that I didn't do this. All right. Here we go. Sorry about that. So here's the house on Rush Grove. Again, just off of 350 South. The Walmart right over here. The new Meijer going up right over here. State Road 26, a mere 3.5 miles up 18th, Concord, or 350. The mall right over here, and Purdue University, just a quick blast down Veterans Memorial and up 231. 15-minute drive into Purdue University, 8-minute drive over to the mall, 10-minute drive tops to downtown Lafayette. It's funny, I was going to say central area, like in no way is South Lafayette central. It is very much south, but the highway department, area plan, the state, everybody has done just such a great job of maintaining the transportation network of roads in the area that it does keep things easily accessible even in the newly developing parts of town. So you can still be connected to Lafayette. But let's check this out at 3905 Rush Grove Drive on the south side of Lafayette. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,416 square feet. I can't do that conversion on a regular size lot. How does that sound? Built in 2011. So this one is only 14 years old. And we'll see some of the differences between about a decade in homes. But a 2-story with 2-car garage, brick clad. But this is the difference between like a home built in 1999 and a home built in 2011. The style difference is striking. Just that single decade went to this with these great vaulted ceilings and the open connections between rooms. Here we got the dining room on the left and we have the den office on the right. That's a fairly typical layout for this. In some ways, it's really a modified Foursquare in that, like, we've taken the Foursquare and we've bisected it with a hallway and divided it straight on into the living room with the window wall with the kitchen area to the right. Then we head upstairs for some reason and we check out the landing up above. Gives you that light open feel. Some old, probably original carpet that can stand to be replaced, but that's okay. We're just checking out the bedrooms here. There's the ensuite with the tray ceiling. Again, a feature of a home of the period, looking down into the living room, great room area, and we see the wall dominated by windows on one side and the fireplace on another, leaving you scratching your head where to put the TV. And this is where I say, don't put the TV in this room. Make this the formal living room. Make this the area where you sit and talk and have community and family with each other, and go stick the TV in another room. That's what I would do, at least. But this is the beginning of the great room. You've got the arched divider into the dining and kitchen area, and into the eat-in dining and kitchen area. You got the eat-in bar, laundry room, and then we pop back to the bedrooms and bathrooms. I didn't pick the order of the pictures. Zipping through some pictures, the ensuite of the primary. You can see this is the beginning of the giant closet era built into the bathrooms. Some built-ins. Head downstairs to the pool room with the built-in bar. Make that a theater room. There you go. What I say about putting your TV downstairs. Wet bar with a interesting sink location there. Here's the choice. Utilities, of course, and the deck out back. So that is 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,416 square feet, 3905 Rush Grove Drive on the south side of Lafayette, currently listed for $534,000. And if you want to go check that one out, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go tour a great home together. And I saved perhaps the most unique one of the group for last. I was going to say maybe best one. Best is not right. Unique is the right word. But we're going to move out a little further south to 430 South. Excuse me. This is 1800 East, 430 South. And we'll place this one on the map before we get going here. Wrong button. I got too many buttons in front of me. Here we go. This one is right on 430 South, which is not an unmajor county road, but also not a minor county road. I mean, it might be a minor county road in the definition, but a fairly busy county road. Here it is on the map. East 430 South, and you can see you got 9th Street, 18th Street, and Concord right here. So a quick 2-minute blast up to Veterans Memorial Parkway, and you're up at Walmart, the new Meijer coming to town. A 10-minute blast down any of those 3 roads gets you to downtown Lafayette, and then a 15-minute blast over to Veterans Memorial and 231 up to West Lafayette to the Purdue University campus. So again, the west side. The south side of Lafayette, super connected, not a problem to get anywhere in town. But this one's a little more unique. I should not see that. This one's a little more unique. 1800 East, 430 South in Lafayette, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,794 square feet on 2.22 acres. And this one has a shop/pole barn. So you get some acreage, you get a beautiful home, and you get a pretty amazing shop. So here is the front view. You can see the 2-car garage. There is the aerial view. And you'll see that there's and I said that wrong. There's the 2-car garage plus the detached garage plus the shop over there. Yep, this is all part and parcel of what you are getting. And we will get to see the inside of the shop here in a moment. But you head into the entryway to the living room. And it's definitely got the great room set up. You'll see right here. Heads right into the kitchen. Gigantic. I can't overstate how big this island is in person. It is absolutely gigantic. You could hold a tennis match on it. It is so big. It's got the French chateau cabinetry look to it. Got the farmhouse style sink, the rustic brick backsplash, KitchenAid gas stove with the pot filler. My wife might make me move there just for the pot filler. The built-in desk. She's probably laughing at me down the hallway right now. TV too high. Yes, that's my running joke. TVs don't go above the fireplace on the mantle. That is wrong. It is just wrong. But we've got the vaulted ceiling in the living room. It's the sunken living room. It's a step down into the living room. So not quite a conversation pit, but definitely a little more unique. We keep moving along. one of the entryways, and then we move into the primary suite. Again, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths in this one. Beautifully done in the bathroom. You have, go back here, go back one. You have the large soaking tub and the shower, and it's a lot, but it doesn't feel like a lot. Some of these, they feel like a lot, and this one really doesn't. This room has the window that looks out towards the back to the garage out back. Moving through the bedrooms, one regular looking bathroom. Of the 3 bathrooms, only one of them looks regular. One of them needs a new ceiling, but we're down in the basement now. And you can see the escape. I'm not a giant fan of that. Here we go, but we've moved to the shop. This shop is, I thought I had the shop size in front of me, 80 by 40. You can store a lot of things in here. You can put your boat, your RV, you can run a business out of here, fix cars, and it's got a finished office and shop in the corner. And then we moved to the 2-car attached garage, which has had the epoxied floor and the LED lights on the ceiling. And then we moved to the detached garage. You just got all of the garage space there. I'm sorry, that picture was actually not the detached garage. Yeah, it is, sorry. And the pergola, the deck out back. Just want to take one more look at the aerial shot here. This is what we're looking at. House, 32 by 24 detached garage back here, an 80 by 40 finished pole barn with electricity, an office, and a bathroom. For that, you get 5 bedrooms and 3 baths. It's 3,794 square feet on 2.22 acres, and it's a bargain to somebody at $749,900. So if you would like to check that out, go to thelafayettereal.com, fill out the form. It'll send me an email right away, and we can get to work, whether it's going to check out one of these 3 beautiful homes on the south side of Lafayette, whether it's finding a home for you anywhere else here in the Greater Lafayette area. If you need to sell your home here in the Greater Lafayette area so that you can downsize or upsize, right size, whatever your home needs are here in the Greater Lafayette area, I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. So please go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube and let me know how we can work together. And the last thing I'll ask of you tonight is hit the like and subscribe button.